The things you do to try to get me close to you.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right, welcome to our newest series just for patrons. It's kind of going to be like a talking doodles type thing.
Talking doodles.
Talking doodles.
Like the
like Talking Dead, you know, how they go over the video, and it's kind of like a director's cut type thing. Well, not director's cut, but like director's dialogue, you know, over. We're gonna talk about what we were doing and we were feeling, and we do it. So. Okay. This is just for patrons, so you guys are the only people who get to see this, so it's just for you.
And aren't they going to pick out the videos in the future?
Yeah, so in the future, leave us comments down below which videos you'd like to see. Obviously, we need from like episode 50 on for, you know.
Oh, otherwise I won't know what's going on.
Yeah. So, anyway. All right, so here we go. We're going to start off with shark diving. We were in Fakarava in the Tuamotus, and it was our first dive.
First dive since Mexico.
Since Mexico, so it was really cool. I don't think we knew quite what to expect, but here it is. So, and here we go.
Some of the best diving in the world is in the Tuamotus.
I was really looking forward to this. I heard some of the diving in Prince News is amazing. So.
I'm all about the diving, but I was not that diver that wanted to see all the sharks.
I always thought you were the diver that wanted to see a lot of sharks.
No, I'm not like an extremist.
Yeah. Well, okay, so here, y'all went looking for a dive center for quite a while.
Well, we went to the one that was closest to the boat, and it looked really nice, and it had a dinghy dock, and went on in. And they're like, we're just a little expensive, and no, we will not refill your tanks.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, maybe you should go to the other one on the other end. And that's how we got Vincent's name.
I'm glad we did. I mean, this guy, he was really nice, so.
And he filled our tanks.
And he did fill our tanks, too. Yeah. So, he's been doing that for a while, so. And actually, I think later on when we went diving in Tahiti with Nicola, he knew who Vincent was and everything. So.
Ah,
yeah.
Small diving world.
This first dive wasn't very far away. It was only about a 10-minute, maybe not even 10 minutes.
Yeah, you almost needed to be dressed before you left.
Yeah, it was like really quick. But beautiful
and these
water.
are these all timed with the tides?
Yes. Well.
Sometimes you can't even go.
Yeah, sometimes you can't even go. Yeah.
So you don't always get to go.
Yeah. Better make sure I hit record.
And yeah, I most definitely did not think all this was going to happen.
That was a pretty cool shot right there. I like that when the flippers coming out.
Me too, all of us.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for this.
This was our deepest dive that I've ever been on.
To date?
Yeah, I mean, we went down to 100 feet.
I think 109.
Yeah, it was pretty deep.
It's the deepest I have recorded.
Yeah.
So we just dropped straight down, and then we're just looking around, checking our buoyancy, and then we're just surrounded by sharks.
Yeah. You can see there the bubbles are going by. I mean, there was a good amount of current coming in that pass. You had to definitely had to hold on the bottom.
There was a lot of current, so basically you just hold on to the bottom and let the sharks swim by you.
It was very surreal doing that. And then, like, you would turn around and there'd be a bunch of sharks behind you, too. Did you ever turn around?
No.
You never did?
No, but there was a different dive where I got startled. I thought a shark was coming from behind me, and I was like, oh. It wasn't anything.
Yeah. I'm still learning how to use this camera well. This one I definitely had the red filter on, and you can see a difference, because we're down at 100 feet, so.
Shouldn't have those colors.
Yeah, but it was nice doing that. I'm still trying to figure it out. And I think this was one of my favorite parts coming up here when we were drifting through the canyon.
Oh my gosh, the drip dive part when we're just like flying, that was awesome.
Yeah, I felt like you were flying.
I mean, I love drift dives now.
Yeah.
It felt
effortless.
Like as we drifted through the canyon.
Not even kicking, just floating.
This was actually my first drift dive.
Mine too.
Was it really?
Like real.
Oh.
Like.
Oh, y'all did like.
We thought we saw a lot of
in my advanced course, but it wasn't like this.
Wait till you see the next dive. How was your dive, Laura?
It was good. More sharks than I've ever seen.
It's amazing how we say that and we're like, oh my gosh, and then like later on, like,
oh my gosh.
Then we see more, and then another dive. I mean, it's just amazing. We're gonna be spoiled on diving. Won't be able to dive anywhere other than here.
No, it's gonna seem so lame everywhere.
Yeah.
Spoiled on diving
everywhere
else now.
Yeah, basically,
Unfortunately.
You're ruined for future
I'm gonna be ruined on future dives.
Yeah, that was really good. The visibility was really good.
It was pretty good visibility.
This was Thad's first open water dive with us too.
Oh,
so
it's
this
true.
Is shortly
after
he was certified.
Yeah, this is his first dive after being certified.
Yeah. So how about that?
Yeah, he did good. And then of course Tony, who was there, he's done a million dives.
Yeah.
Some beer and lunch.
Yeah.
So Bobby goes to the ATM.
Yeah, and they plot and scheme to do another one.
Last
Yeah, we
episode,
did.
We were having water problems.
This was such a pain in the butt. We spent a couple days working on this.
Yeah, as I remember it, we were supposed to go back to the boat and get some beers, and you went down there and like ripped up the floor.
Well, we didn't have any water. I mean,
But that has nothing to do with having a cold beer after a dive.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening here?
Alright, so after everything, we've been trying to troubleshoot this water system forever. What happened is this valve right here, it was not closing all the way, so it was letting air into the whole system.
Air coming in, and then it just wouldn't let us.
The rest of everything.
It was a pain in the butt.
Yeah. It's kind of like our faucets sound like an espresso machine or something
basically.
like that.
But yeah, so the number 1 tank we actually don't ever use because it's got a leak, and so we just switched the valves. But I made sure that other valve closed all the way first before we did it, so we just won't mess with it anymore. And then was it the next day, or was it the day after that we went diving again?
Next day, because he was just like, "I'll pick you up at your boat."
Right. We met him. We saw him at the bar that night. Remember? And that's when we scheduled it with him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So.
He says way more sharks.
Way more.
He was right. So
Yeah.
this is a 2-tank dive.
Yeah. Right.
And we spent all day with him.
Well, it was a 45-50 minute, maybe even close to an hour ride over there because we were on the north side of Fakarava, and it's like 35 miles long. And the pass we dove on was the south side.
The whole ride was great, though.
Yeah.
Even if you just went on a ride and there was no diving, it would still be worth it.
Well, it was like the guy, the captain on the boat. I mean, he grew up there. He wasn't using charts or anything. He's just navigating, I guess, from memory on everything.
And then we visited his family.
Yeah, that
at
was
the
cool.
very far
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
Yeah.
Underwater gymnastics. There you go.
Yep.
Flip.
That's why I quit my day job.
To do underwater basket weaving and gymnastics.
Yes. Poolside basket weaving.
Poolside
Underwater
basket.
gymnastics.
We'll do some of that tomorrow. It's supposed to rain here tomorrow, so we'll be hanging out. But this doesn't even do it justice how many sharks there were.
They were all around us all the time.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
They weren't startled at all.
No, they didn't really care that we were there at all.
It was pretty amazing being surrounded by hundreds.
They're just cruising by.
Yeah. They couldn't see me though.
No, because you're a camouflage.
Yeah, camouflage wetsuit. It's only 2 mil wetsuit. It was fine there, but later on when we went to Niue, the water's got kind of cold. I was cold by the end of that. But look how many sharks there were. It's crazy.
Everywhere.
I like it when they're swimming either directly at you or away from you. They look really cool.
Kind of look like a plane.
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
They?
Yeah.
You just see them forever. They're just everywhere.
Yeah. Just thousands of them.
This was a fun stop.
Yeah, it's a little overhang.
And the idea was the overhang would trap your bubbles so it wouldn't scare the sharks away.
Right. Although, like I said, there was somebody, I don't remember who it was, kept kind of floating out of there, and I don't know if it kind of maybe defeated the purpose a little. They did get a little closer, maybe.
And then we just
anyway.
swam right out closer to them and held on again.
Yeah, I mean, look at there's got to be like 3 dozen sharks right there.
Yeah. Vincent's like, no, we're not close enough.
Yeah.
Let's swim out here, guys.
And then more drifts flying.
This was awesome. I mean, I really like the drift diving and just like soaring through there.
Yeah.
Feeling the heat come through it.
Yeah. I'm really glad
What are you looking at, Bobby?
Yeah.
Always behind me.
Right.
Jeez.
I'm really glad I got that camera housing. It's so much better than a GoPro. It's more stable and just better quality. It's more versatile too than the GoPro. Actually zoom in on it and stuff.
This is definitely a really good dive.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not getting too dark here while we're doing this. I think it should come out okay. But and that was the dive.
So how was the dive? Yeah, it was really cool. There's a lot of sharks.
And then after the dive, we got to go explore. That was great.
Yeah, so he took us to this little pink sand beach.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I guess the pink sand is kind of alive, so if you take it home with you, it's going to stink on the plane. That's what he was saying.
Oh,
He's
really?
like, everyone always tries to take it home.
And then it smells bad.
And then it smells bad throughout the plane, yeah.
Yeah. It's some of the most beautiful water there. I mean, because it's so shallow and sandy, it just looks beautiful. That's why the Bahamas are so pretty too, because they're really shallow, and the water's just gorgeous. The the clarity like of the water inside the atoll really wasn't that great. So, like, but the reason it was so clear when we were diving is because it was the.
Well, you want to be outside because that's where the current is and where the fish feed.
Right. So we were just outside the atoll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drifting either in or out. I can't remember. I think in.
Yeah, in the passes.
Yeah.
How about them sea cucumbers? They were everywhere.
Good. Here she is picking up a crab. I
like pets, Bobby.
She does like pets. Every time she sees an animal, she wants to keep it. And it's always no. We can't. I'd love to have the dogs here, but we can't. In South Pacific, they don't allow it. And then I don't know what she's doing here. She's like cracking herself up because she thinks she's got poop. You're cracking. You see, you cracked yourself up.
I should have flung it at you.
No.
Who flung poo, Bobby?
You did.
But it was alive. I put it back nicely.
Yeah.
I seriously hope that's what it was.
The boat captain had a special
Yeah. So
treat for
after
us.
diving and hanging on the beach, we went to
The captain's parents' house.
his parents' house. He grew up there. And
Middle of nowhere.
yeah, it was like just a little tiny little island. I mean, like they were the only people that lived on that little, section of the atoll.
It's a cute setup.
No, you can more pets. No,
It matched my outfit.
no. There's no purple in that cat. And the food was pretty good. And I think actually the captain cooked that. And then
Really?
I think they gave us. I think he did. I don't know.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah.
Vincent down there, good,
Yeah.
thank you for taking us out today.
We even had dessert.
Yeah, good. And it's the Fakarava.
Yeah. So if you ever go to Fakarava, that's the place to go.
And we'll put a link.
He's a
Go
nice
with
dude.
Vincent, for real.
Tell him
Did
this.
not disappoint.
Yeah. Tell him the Sailing Doodles sent you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some of the best. Well,
And like,
some dives now, but
he'd been in that area for like, what, 10 years or something?
He'd been diving off and on for like 14 years. I think he had his own dive shop for about 7. Because
Yeah.
he lived on, or he was on a liveaboard boat that like based in French Polynesia, and they'd come over the Tuamotus. And
He knew a lot about
Yeah.
everywhere we'd been and where we're going. And
Yeah. So, yeah.
I can see why he settled on Fakarava, though.
Yeah.
He's going to be under the water that much.
Yeah, if you can do it. All right. Well, thank you for watching this first installment of the Patron Just for Patrons videos. I hope you guys like it. You can leave a comment down below and tell us what other videos you want to see, and we'll kind of get to those. Otherwise, we'll just kind of keep going in order as they come now. So,
Sounds good.
all right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Bye.